Hello everyone. Today I would like to start lesson number 2 for the trigonometry. So for the second lesson is you must know the definition for sine, cosine, tangent. Okay, so this one is a very basic thing that you must know. So this is actually a unit circle whereby the radius is 1 unit. Unit circle you learn in maths already, right? So you have actually have four triangle basically for trigo. So I call this as the butterfly. You know, I call this as butterfly because it looks like a butterfly. Because the butterfly always give us good impression, good result, right? Okay, so this is a so-called butterfly. So you need to memorize a butterfly. What is this? Actually, the first wing is actually talk about the point P. Here y, here x, both are positive, and here 1. Okay, so you can read the coordinates for the first quadrant, which both are positive. For the second quadrant, here is negative x, here is positive y, right? So you notice that this one is always negative, this side. So it will give you the second quadrant whereby this point for the coordinate x is negative and then coordinate y is positive, and here still 1. All these are right angle triangle, and all these are alpha, actually reference angle, right? And then you have the third quadrant whereby you have negative y here, negative x here, and here still 1, and these are alpha. So that's why your tangent is positive, right? And the fourth quadrant, when you read why your cos is positive, because this is positive x and this is 1 and this is negative y, and then your sine will be negative. So by looking at this, actually you can actually say that the sine, cos, tangent, the sign, the positive, negative sign will change according to the quadrant. See or not? See, we always say all science teacher crazy, right? Why we say all science teacher crazy? All science teacher crazy. Okay, why all science teacher crazy? Because here everyone positive, right? All here. All here meaning that this one sign positive, cos positive, tangent also positive. Everyone is positive. Okay? So how we get positive? Because we knew that this is a positive, everyone positive, right? I mean the length for the adjacent and for the opposite positive. That is why when you read the sine, cos, tangent, you will get all positive for the first quadrant. For the second quadrant, you notice that if you read, because here is positive, so obviously sine will be positive, but the cos will be negative due to this length is negative. So that means second quadrant cos will be negative. See or not? That's why we say all sine teacher crazy, because only sine is positive. So this one is for sine positive only. We remember all the positive thing, negative thing we don't want to memorize. Okay, so for this one, you notice that if you read, sine theta will be negative because the length here is negative y, right? And cos of course will be negative due to the side which is to the left, right? And of course for tangent, because both negative, it will give positive, right? So this one will be positive. So that's why we say all sine teacher crazy, because tangent theta is positive. The tangent theta here refer to teacher. Okay, teacher. Memorize the T. And then for fourth quadrant, you notice that this one is positive, and this is negative, right? That is why for the cos is always positive. Okay, that's why you say crazy or cute or charming or whatever you like. Okay, but sine and the tangent be negative. So we always use shortcut to help us to memorize all the positive thing. First quadrant all positive, second quadrant only sine positive, and then third quadrant only tangent positive, and the fourth quadrant only cosine is positive. Okay, so I hope you can remember all science teacher crazy. So after you memorize all science teacher crazy, you can solve all these questions. When they say obtuse angle, is to tell you that it's second quadrant. Obtuse is defined as angle more than 90 and then less than 180. So if I look at the question, you want to find the value of tangent theta, second quadrant for sure is negative. Cos will be negative. So before you can read, you have to work out a right angle triangle at the second quadrant. So the right angle triangle that you sketch, it should be like this. Okay, it should be at the second quadrant. Okay, so you see here is negative, negative 24. Okay, if you have sine theta, which is you label 725, you found out here 24, you have to label negative. Okay, then you read tangent theta, you will get 7 over tangent theta is 7 and negative 24, right? So tangent theta, you get the negative 7 over 24. And then if they ask you the cos theta, you will read is second quadrant still negative, right? Negative 24 over 25. That's why we say all sine teacher crazy. That means for tangent and cos it will be negative, only for sine it will be positive. So obtuse means second quadrant, therefore angle in second quadrant. So complete the length using Pythagoras theorem. So that's how you solve. Okay, so this one is very popular in mathematics. Okay, so if you understand the all sine teacher crazy, then you can do. Okay, so let's say you want to find the sine theta cos theta for the following point. So this is okay. When I look at here, I will go to fourth quadrant, right? All right, so I will draw the butterfly. So you can draw like this. The point here is 24. This is 24. This is negative 7. Okay, 24, negative 7. That means here is negative 7, here 24, here will be 25 if you use the Pythagoras theorem. So that means if you want to read the sine theta will be negative 7 over 25. Cos theta will be positive 24 over 25. And tangent theta of course will be negative 7 over 24. Okay, it's very simple if you understand the all sine teacher crazy. Okay, how about this one? If at the negative 24 and okay, negative 24, negative 7 is third quadrant, right? Third quadrant, right? Okay, so let's say third quadrant, we know that for for this is negative 7, so this is 25 Pythagoras theorem. So if you want to read the sine theta will be negative. Sine theta will be negative 7 over, okay, let me write down, sine theta will be negative 7 over 25. Cos theta will be negative 24 over 25. And of course tangent theta, you see both are negative, right? 7 over 24. So tangent theta will be positive in the third quadrant. Alright, so that is about the all sine teacher crazy. Okay, let's see question number 2. Number 2, calculate the, okay, this one. Okay, we know that for every trigo, if positive, we got two answers, right? Okay, we do number 3. Given that cos theta is negative 4 over 5, so that means, and tangent theta is positive, so it should be third quadrant, right? Third quadrant tangent positive, and then cos negative, not first, because first cos is positive, so we can choose the fourth. We can choose the third quadrant, and then we can draw the triangle, and then we can label cos theta is negative 4, 5. Wait, where is it? Cos theta negative 4, 5. Okay, that means this one is no. Okay, I need to erase. Okay, for this one, we'll draw a right angle triangle. Given cos theta is negative 4 over 5, and then tangent theta is positive, right? Okay, so we will sketch a triangle. Of course, the triangle we sketch will be at the third quadrant because the tangent theta is positive, third quadrant, and cos is negative 4 and 5, so here will be 3, right? So without using calculator, calculate the possible value of sine theta. Sine theta will be equal to, okay, this is negative, right? Third quadrant for the sine will be negative. This is the answer for the positive value of the sine theta. Alright, so that's all about the solving problem involving positive and negative for the trigo based on their quadrant using all sign teacher crazy. So for the next lesson, I will introduce to you what is secant, what is cosecant, what is cotangent.